Number 45?
Yes.
Go right in. He's waiting for you.
Number?
45, Doc. Wire me up.
No wires. Lay here. There's 2 parts to this test. Here's the first part. Think of a monkey. That's right, a monkey. Visualize it in perfect detail. Smell it. Hear it. Okay, got it. That's the first part. Now this is virtually impossible, even for you supermen. Second part, don't think of a monkey.
And it knows.
Right. The signature of that thought is now recognized by the computer. The size tells us how closely your present thought matches the monkey thought you gave us. Look at how it's growing. You want to try to stop that if you can. I'm about to start your measurement for score. Hard not to think of something. If you have the talent for it and it's never you, Macho Man.
I take it the distracting is part of the test conditions? A pleasure to meet you, Mr. President.
Pleasure to meet you too, Ed. Feel like rowing?
Sure.
Any idea why you're here?
Something to do with the monkeys, sir?
Figured that out, huh? How did you manage to be the only one to pass?
The trick.
Hmm.
There was an attractive receptionist on the way in. I concentrated on her instead of the monkey.
Visualized her.
A whole erotic fantasy.
How did you happen to learn that trick?
While being tortured, sir.
Ah. What do you know about Theta Force?
Army Experimental Unit. Reputation for trying anything crazy. Mumbo-jumbo psychological weapons.
You don't sound impressed.
As far as I know, they've never come up with anything that would help if, say, the Mideast exploded.
I believe Theta has the one weapon system I've got that can stop a war.
What's Theta got?
The mind.
Sir, are we talking about psychic powers?
Ed, if a machine can tell you when you're thinking of a monkey without touching you, why are you so sure that a biocomputer can't do the same thing?
Sir, are we serious about psychic powers?
I employ it. I see it work. Don't repeat that. Martin Williams, Theta's best. The remote surveillance work he does always turns out to be exactly right. Wish I had him now.
Died?
Gone. 2 weeks ago. He self-assigned. He flew to Paris and evaporated.
What had he been working on at Theta?
He was in charge of security. He's also been handling training for the past 2 years. Perfect job for him. Just being around Martin makes anyone psychic.
Shannon had him on both key areas. Williams must be pretty impressive.
You know General Shannon?
Served with him in Afghanistan, the second time. He got a lot of his men out.
Is Shannon how you know about Theta?
No, I knew he was made boss of Theta a few years back, but we haven't been in touch. Why does Shannon think Williams vanished?
He hasn't got the slightest idea. Routine bugging turned up one phrase. Maybe he joined the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood? You know who said that?
Too faint to voice print. Theta has a lot of female personnel.
What do you think the Brotherhood might be?
Worst case scenario, the psychic underground of turncoats from both sides. We don't know if we can trust our own psychics. That's why I'm sending you in.
Does Shannon know about me?
He thinks we're recruiting you because we want to toughen up the outfit. He doesn't know you're there to trace Martin Williams and the Brotherhood.
If psychic faculties exist and the Theta people have them, how do I keep them from reading my mind?
That's the monkey test. Don't ever think of this meeting. You can do it.
You mean I have to have continuous erotic fantasies?
Temple Guard, you crazy bastard.
I thought I'd surprise you, Tim.
You know, I want to tell you something. There's another reason I'm glad to see you. I've just lost my best man. I can't tell you. I don't know anything anyway.
Sure, I know. I'm just a recruit here.
No, it's not like that. You came at the right time. I need you.
I don't know how much help I'm going to be around here. I don't even believe in this stuff.
Watch this.
When Tao take over, all movement become perfect. But mind and heart must first be perfect, or Tao not take over.
I always say that.
When Claude Dempsey played the game, his brainwaves were being continuously monitored by a theta chip in his helmet. The brainwave pattern which appears on your screen is very rare. When it shows up, the individual frequently reports a feeling as if he or she is being taken over by a force which makes them do everything perfectly without effort. You might be wondering what a normal brainwave pattern looks like by comparison.
She looks like she's thinking of her vibrator.
The reason that the flow state brainwave pattern is important to Theta is that it also shows up in psychics.
I can't find anyone. I don't feel it. They have no one in this building.
Go where they are.
I have just come up out of a five-sided building. Edward Richard Templeguard, Army Intelligence, Colonel.
Reading my mind.
Of course.
What's your name? I'm not good at mind reading yet.
It sounds like you're just beginning to believe in it. I'm Shauna.
How did you get into this game?
I used to read tarot cards, that sort of thing. That's how they found me. They tested me, and they recruited me. How about you?
They liked my monkey test.
The monkey test? That's got nothing to do with psychic abilities.
What's a test?
Concentration, Marty said. Very important. Can't do anything without it.
Martin Williams?
Yes?
You know him well?
Naturally.
Why do you suppose he left?
I don't know, but it must have had something to do with his religious convictions.
Why would that make him leave?
Theta Force downplays what we've discovered about the spiritual reality.
Well, Ed, I see you've already picked up on this little Theta tradition.
Shauna broke me in.
I'm telling these two about the effects of psychic nakedness.
I am looking down at a little hotel. It has a swimming pool.
I see you and Shauna have gotten acquainted.
We've been practicing reading each other's minds.
What have you found out? He's the horniest recruit we've ever had. You didn't have to read his mind to find that out. I think the leching is a front.
You see, your training has already begun. We train continuously around here. Ever tried remote sensing, Ed?
What's that?
You send your mind out of your body to go see something.
Like where?
Like, let's take a flight into the Kremlin.
There are people in this little round pool.
Forget the pool. Where are you? In America?
I don't know. Where else do they have swimming pools?
Many places. We have to know where you are. This is very important. Fly up until you can see a large building. Go to the nearest large building.
I know this English word. Alexandria.
Fly up again. Higher this time. Look for a large city. Give us principal landmarks.
That is the American capital. I have seen it. I have seen many pictures of it.
Go back to the little hotel. It must be in Alexandria, Virginia. Get us the name of the hotel.
We never got so close.
Sir, never this close to them. She is more talented than anyone we've had. She's very developed. She knows what to do before we tell her.
Excuse me. Sorry, but I don't know what I'm doing.
What would you like to know?
Is there a specific method? I mean, Shauna seems to be praying. Are you praying too, Tim? Am I supposed to pray?
It's been getting pretty religious around here, so I've been trying to cut down on my praying lately. I was just visualizing the outside of the Kremlin as a target.
Me too. Then I started to see a hallway.
God, I know you haven't heard from me in a long time, since Papa died. Makes me feel like a kid again talking to you. If you're there, God, and my work is important to you, please let me know now. Either let me know I was hallucinating before, or if the powers are real, please give them to me now.
Are you there yet? We are waiting.
5 of them are out of their bodies, looking for something, somewhere.
How do you know?
I see the threads by which they come back, disappearing into the sky.
Threads?
Get closer to the 5 bodies. See if you can tell us where they're going.
You? Who are you? I know you.
Of course. But now we are enemies.
We are not enemies.
Slaevsky, can you hear me?
I must go.
Wait, how can I find you? The fear that I feel is not coming from me.